Sarah thought she knew love, honest, unwavering, and built on trust. But lately, something felt off. Daniel, her devoted husband, had changed. Late nights at work, secretive phone calls, and a growing distance between them planted seeds of doubt in her heart. Was he hiding something? Was there someone else? The questions tormented her, pushing her to confront him. What she didn't know was that the truth was far from what she feared. A single moment of doubt could break everything or reveal something she never expected. Would love survive, or was this the beginning of the end? Sarah had always believed in love, the kind of love that was built on trust, honesty, and unwavering commitment. When she married Daniel, she felt as though she had found her forever home in his arms. They had been together for 3 years, and though their relationship wasn't perfect, she believed that their love could withstand any storm. But sometimes, love is tested in the most unexpected ways. Lately, Daniel had been acting differently. He would come home late from work, his phone was always on silent, and he seemed distant. Whenever Sarah asked him what was wrong, he simply smiled and told her not to worry. But how could she not? The warmth in his eyes seemed to be fading, and every time he received a call, he would walk out of the room to answer it. Her heart ached with suspicion. Was he seeing someone else? Had she become invisible to him? The thought consumed her, and she found herself drowning in doubt. One evening, she decided to confront him. "Daniel, are you hiding something from me?" she asked, her voice trembling. He looked up from his laptop, surprised. "What do you mean?" "You've been so distant lately. You're always on your phone. You come home late, and you don't even talk to me like you used to." Daniel sighed. "Sarah, it's just work. I have a lot going on." "That's not true. You're lying to me. Who is she?" His expression changed, hurt flashing in his eyes. "Sarah, do you really think I would do that to you?" Tears welled up in her eyes. "I don't know what to think anymore." Daniel stood up, his hands reaching out for her, but she stepped back. "Sarah, please trust me." "I don't know if I can," she whispered before storming out of the house. Sarah spent the night at her friend Emily's house, trying to make sense of everything. Emily listened patiently before speaking. "Sarah, I understand how you feel, but have you considered asking him calmly instead of assuming the worst?" Sarah wiped her tears. "I did ask. He just said it was work." "Maybe it really is work," Emily suggested. "You need to give him a chance to explain." Sarah sighed. Maybe she had let her emotions get the best of her. The next morning she returned home. Daniel was waiting for her, his eyes filled with exhaustion and sadness. "Sarah, I need to show you something." She hesitated but nodded. He led her to their bedroom and pulled out a small box from his drawer. Inside, there were letters, receipts, and photographs. "I've been working late because I've been planning something special for you," he said softly. "Our anniversary is coming up, and I wanted to surprise you with a trip to the place where we first met." Sarah's heart dropped. She looked at the pictures, reservations for flights, a beautiful resort by the beach, and even a handwritten letter expressing his love for her. "Oh my God, Daniel," she whispered, feeling the weight of her mistake crushing her. You thought I was cheating on you," he finished for her, sadness in his voice. Tears streamed down her face as she clutched his hand. "I'm so sorry. I let my insecurities cloud my judgment." He sighed, pulling her into his embrace. "Sarah, Trust is the foundation of our love. If we lose that, what do we have left? I promise to never doubt you like this again, she whispered. I should have believed in you. Daniel kissed her forehead. We all make mistakes, Sarah. What matters is that we learn from them. And in that moment, Sarah realized that love wasn't just about passion or attraction. It was about trust, communication, and learning to see past one's fears. She had almost let her insecurities ruin something beautiful, but love had found its way back to them. Lesson learned. Misunderstandings and doubts can destroy relationships if we let them. True love requires trust, open communication, and a willingness to believe in each other even when things seem uncertain. As days passed, Sarah worked on rebuilding the trust she had nearly shattered. She made a conscious effort to communicate more openly with Daniel, to express her fears and doubts without allowing them to consume her. Daniel, in turn, reassured her with patience and understanding, showing her in small yet meaningful ways that his love for her remained unwavering. Their anniversary trip finally arrived, and as they stood on the sunlit shore of the very beach where they had first met, Sarah felt overwhelmed with gratitude. The gentle waves mirrored the calmness she now felt in her heart. She turned to Daniel and reached for his hand. I don't deserve you, she whispered, her voice laced with emotion. After everything, after how I doubted you. Daniel chuckled softly, tucking a strand of hair behind her ear. Sarah, love isn't about deserving someone. It's about choosing them every single day through the good times and the bad. And I will always choose you. Tears welled in Sarah's eyes as she wrapped her arms around him, feeling the steady beat of his heart against hers. Just as they were about to kiss, a familiar voice called out from behind them. Sarah, is that you? Sarah turned around, her breath catching in her throat. Standing a few feet away was Michael, a name she hadn't uttered in years, a name that once held so much meaning. Daniel looked at her questioningly, sensing the shift in her demeanor. Sarah swallowed hard, forcing a smile. Michael, wow, it's been so long. Michael walked closer, his gaze flickering between Sarah and Daniel. It really has. You look great, both of you. There was something unspoken in his voice, a nostalgia that carried a weight she wasn't prepared to address. Memories of their past flooded her mind, of a love that once existed, of promises that were broken, and of the pain that had ultimately led her to Daniel. Daniel extended his hand. I'm Daniel, Sarah's husband. Michael hesitated for a fraction of a second before shaking his hand. Nice to meet you. I was just passing through when I saw you two. I didn't mean to interrupt. Not at all, Sarah said quickly, though her heart pounded in her chest. Michael offered a small smile. Well, I should go. Just wanted to say hello. It was really nice seeing you, Sarah. She nodded, watching as he turned and walked away, disappearing into the crowd. Daniel's fingers tightened around hers. Are you okay? She turned to face him, searching his eyes for reassurance. Yes, just unexpected. He studied her for a moment before nodding. If you ever want to talk about it, I'm here. Sarah exhaled slowly, feeling the warmth of his presence wrap around her like a shield. I know, and that means everything. As the sun dipped below the horizon, Sarah knew that love was not just about overcoming misunderstandings. It was also about facing the past without letting it define the future. And with Daniel by her side, she was ready for whatever lay ahead.
Thank you for watching and spending time with me today. I hope you enjoyed the story and found it helpful in your English learning journey. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more stories and lessons. Let me know your thoughts or questions in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. See you in the next video. If you enjoy the story, please like, subscribe, and share.